Hello everybody and welcome back to Stealwing 33 Plays XCOM 2. I'm Stealwing 33 and hello everybody. How's it going? Last time we managed to finally get everything organized. We were trying to make contact with Western Europe finally, and we got interrupted because we always get interrupted. But luckily we have the ability to counteract these. This particular dark event is really bad, so I'm happy that we get the ability to do it. It's also a protected device mission, which we've universally had pretty good luck on. So let's take a look at this. We really need to hurry because the Avatar project's getting really close to being finished, and I know that you do bad shit happens when the Avatar project finishes up. So I'm hoping to avoid that. So let's get rid of the second sniper. I'll put a rookie on the mission. I don't have a problem doing that. And then let's give Eric, give him an acid grenade. And then for the second utility item, we'll give him skull. We'll give him a battle scanner. For our other lady, we will give you a... Let's give her a fire grenade. I think that's fine. And for her second utility item, we will give her nothing for right now because Rob should take the skulljack. Because, again, I'm fairly certain that having the skulljack does allow you to... I think it gives you a better hacking chance. So, you know, it makes sense for our hacker to have that. Eric can keep his advanced stock. That's good. And we'll give him... A scope could be pretty good. Let's give Eric expanded mags. I think that'll be fine. The increased clip size is good. And we'll name this gun Princess. Because Eric always uses the Princess. And we will name it Pink. Or we'll color it pink. Hot pink. Is there a hotter pink? I thought there was a hotter pink. There is a hotter pink. Hot pink. And we will give it the, let's give it hearts. Heart pattern. Why not? Cool. Alrighty, Roo. And do we have any personal combat sims to put on to people? No, we don't. Okay, that's fine. And I think with that, we're good to go. Should be fine. Let's give somebody... Let's give Eric the fire rounds. The dragon rounds. We might as well take them with us. There's no reason to leave them behind. And everyone else is fine. You know, if we got extra slots, we might as well... Let's check out what else can we build here. We have a med kit, so I don't really feel like building another one of those. We could build a mimic beacon. That might be useful. Yeah, you know what? Let's build a mimic beacon. We'll give that to the... we'll get it to a rookie. And then we'll build a... Fuck it, let's build a mine shield. That seems fine. We'll give the mine shield to the heavy unit so that she can't throw grenades at us. No, we'll give her the battle scanner. What am I doing? Oh, we have a mine shield now, so I can... Guess there's no use crying over spilt milk here. And we'll keep the mimic beacon. So the mimic beacon makes a little hologram, and it makes the enemies attack the hologram instead of your units, which is good because, you know, it can be nice to get us out of a sticky situation in the event that, like, you know, reinforcements drop in behind us, we get attacked from the flank by a pod of aliens. In the event something goes wrong, it'll give us the opportunity to, like, catch our breath for a second. We'll see. Game hitches a little bit here and there. It's been a series of problems that have been noted. A lot of it has to do with the Sky Ranger. We're not... the subreddit's been talking about the performance issues on the Sky Ranger a lot. Game's really good. The problem with it is that there's a lot of moving parts, and I think that all of the moving parts in the game left a lot of room for very minor bugs and performance issues to get left behind during the bug testing process, and you know, I'm not... It's not anyone's fault. A lot of the time, bugs like this just... There are a lot of major bugs and crashes and, you know, gameplay problems that need to get fixed, and bugs like a small hitch while you're in the Sky Ranger aren't as important as fixing, like, a game-breaking bug or a crash or something where, you know, the game, like, you can't progress anymore or something like that. So it's, for me, it's one of those, like, that's fine. I'm okay dealing. I'm okay living with the problem. I don't actually mind. Let's we know there's nobody here, so we'll just move aggressively here. I want to try to get as close to the what's it called? The objective, the thing we have to defend, as possible. It's in our interest. For certain, it's in our interest.
Copy that.
But we'll see. There's no, we're, just starting out here. We'll, see what we see and deal with it as we go along here. It might be nice to put somebody up on top of the, on top of this thing. Because here's the objective, and we know most of the fighting is going to take place outside of it, probably over here. Maybe on the other side of the building there'll be some stuff, but if we could, I would like to put Antonio up there, but I don't want to put him up there. I don't want to dash him up there, because it could be... If there's a pod up there, I don't want to, like, have to... I don't want to do that and then have there be a pod up there that ends up catching me and putting one up me. 4 damage is bad, but that's alright. We know there's a Muton. I can see a Sectoid. Seems to me like we're in a situation where if the ideal thing for me to do right now would be that we'd be able to shoot at the Muton pod, but it's looking like that's going to be less and less likely as time goes on here. So we'll take the crack that we can take right now, I think. Mostly due to the fact that, like, I do think it's in our interest for certain to, like, wipe out the shield bearer and that kind of stuff. We can deal with the sectoid pod and all that other stuff in a moment. So let's go ahead and open fire. The shield bearer is the one I want to die. The commander and the other guy are, annoying, but they're not as deadly. The shield bearer can do the shield thing, obviously, and that's bad. Oh, that's a stun lancer. I actually would have preferred for him to die because the stun lancer is actually, like, an annoying threat to take care of. But, I mean, I doubt that this guy's going to be alive for much longer. It's definitely not long for this world. Never actually seen the mag cannon fire, so... Oh, that sounds really cool. That sounds really, really cool.
Well, how about that?
And we left our sniper behind specifically for this situation where somebody escaped from the Overwatch trap. And pop! Kill that guy. Right dead. Feels good. The Gauss cannons are pretty good. It's good. Getting the upgrade to our weaponry was definitely a sound thing for us to, like, really put time and energy into. Which I'm discovering more and more as, like, I play XCOM 2, that rushing magnetic weaponry and the plated armor is, like, the only way to survive the early game. Alright, so they don't get to act this turn, which is great. That's, highly favorable for us. We got 54, 52, 26, 23, huh? Or we could dump a grenade on them. How big of an area can this grenade cover? I got that advanced grenade launcher. So I'm hoping that maybe if we dump the grenade here, I'm hoping it'll destroy all the cover. I know it's not going to kill any of these guys because the grenade does, like, I think it does like 4 damage or something. But getting rid of the cover is in our interest here. And it shredded off the Muton's armor, which was, it's a problem. Whether you want to admit it or not, armor is a problem. We'll come here. I'm definitely going to try to take out the Muton first. The sectoids are a problem, but I have no doubts that they'll die. The Muton can, like, throw grenades and crap and has other abilities that make it kind of a nightmare. Not exactly, like, it's not fully a nightmare, but it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad indeed. Indeed, Master Wine. Alright, we'll wipe that guy out with the mag cannon. Pop, 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 pop. He's dead as hell. 10 damage, critical strike. Feels pretty good.
Not too shabby.
It's the rookie's turn, but, we'll have the rookie... You actually don't have a shot, do you, Antonio? Alright, well, we'll put Antonio on long watch, and we'll move the rookie to here.
Moving.
Or hopefully she'll get a shot on the sectoid, and we can see how this goes. 5 damage. 5 damage isn't bad. It's 2 HP remaining on the... No, 3 HP, because I get 8 HP altogether. I think that's, like, the awkward part. It's kind of like in Hearthstone when, you have a card... You have, like, a 3 health card on turn 2. And, like, most cards, like, only have 2 damage on turn 2. Sort of, like, in that awkward position where it's not quite gonna die. That's what the magnetic rifle is to a sectoid. Oh yeah, that's annoying. That's annoying, but we have the ability... Let's put let's put people on Overwatch, and we'll Overwatch trap the drop-in point for this Advent pod that's coming in. Since we know that they're coming in from this angle, it should be fun. I mean, a lot of XCOM comes down to the more you play, the more you realize like solid strategies for a lot of things. This is one of those solid strategies. Instead of running away from the thing, if you move in on it in Overwatch a lot, you have a tendency to, in my experience, you have an easier time dealing with stuff when you're proactively planning for it. This is one of those situations where I'm proactively planning for this supply drop. So I'm imagining it's probably going to be, what, a mech and a couple stun lancers or something? This is like 2 stun lancers and a commander. Oh, this entire pod's getting destroyed. Hopefully they all get wiped out. Best case scenario, they all get wiped out. Worst case scenario, none of them get wiped out, and we end up with some real bad shit. That guy's dead. That guy's missed. Or the rookie missed. But then Steely Phil got him. That's another miss. That's alright. Oh, he's on fire, too. Alright. Oh, that's because Steely Phil has the dragon rounds. I remember. That's an interesting thing. So, the dragon rounds do, like, they do fire damage if they hit the target. And since Steely Phil can't technically miss, he always just does a little bit of damage. The fire rounds always light the target on fire. So whenever Steely Phil attacks at all, he'll always light the target on fire. That's pretty cool. That guy's dead too. Alright. Not bad. Did we win? Oh, okay, I was like, did we win? Because if we did, that was pretty easy. I'll be honest. Right. Blast armor is pretty good. So having an armor point, I was talking to my buddy Tom about this. Having 1 armor point it improves your odds of survival in the early game pretty dramatically, because 1 damage can mean the difference between living and dying at the beginning of the game. Later in the game, that armor point becomes less worthwhile unless you've really gone in on having armor points throughout the course of the game, because having 3 armor points in a game where, you know, the average damage, at least as far as I know, is like 7. That's almost a 30% reduction in damage from everything, which is pretty good. I mean, you know, I enjoy it. I'm wondering when the next pot of aliens is going to show up. That's right, you get a free reload because you have the an auto loader. He like reloaded, and I was like, why didn't the turn end there? That's all right. You know, I'm really enjoying XCOM. I think I've said this almost every episode, but the more I play it, the more I'm enjoying it. I do think there are some things that I don't like. Like, it's not perfect. For instance, all of the very minor bugs. There's enough of them where, like, when you play as much XCOM as I have in the last couple of weeks, you start noticing problems. Like, they just really compound themselves after a while, and you get really tired of, like, the hitching bug during the Sky Ranger. You get really tired of, like, apparently you're supposed to be able to skulljack all of the Advent Troopers, but I've only been able to skulljack the one for the mission so far. And I'm wondering if that's a bug, because it seems like a bug. It seems like something I should be able to do, because there's an achievement associated with it. And what are you shooting at? What'd you shoot at? What is that? As a Viper?
Come on, focus.
That's a Muton and 2 Vipers. Okay, that's fine. Bring it on. I got Overwatch traps for you. Looks like the Vipers were able to move in without getting into anything with our Overwatches here. Right, he should be on fire now, right? Alright, cool. Alright, this gives us an opportunity to deal with this without any problem. So let's do that. Let's mess this thing up. Dead as hell. 11 damage is a lot. That's a lot more damage than we were doing ever before. Ever before. In Dexter's laboratory. I don't know why that reminded me. Today was D&D night. It's Wednesday, February something. I don't know what today's date is. But today is D&D night with my dev team, and I like Dungeons and Dragons. I think I've talked about this before, but D&D for me is it's one of the few games that I think every game designer should have to play. It's essentially what D&D is well, you know, let's just do demolition on that guy. It'll destroy all the cover he's standing in, and it'll make it easier for us to wipe out the other stuff around him. And I don't have to waste a grenade in case, you know, more crap shows up at some point. I totally forgot that I had that ability, by the way. If you're wondering why I didn't use that earlier when I was destroying cover, I totally forgot that I had that. Because it's not, like, on my mind. But D&D is one of those games that I think every game designer ever should play. It's one of the few games that I think is a perfect example of pure game development. So design-wise, something exploded over there. Somebody earned a promotion. Design-wise, like, D&D is completely 100% design-oriented. So in video games, there's 3 parts to a video game, okay? There's the design of the game, there's the, like, engineering of the game, which is, like, programming and all of that kind of stuff, and then there's the art side of the game. So a designer is the guy who comes up with what the game should be, how it should look, why it looks like that, and, you know, what the enemies look like, all that stuff. All the what of a game is the designer's job. The how of the game is the programmer's job. He programs it he puts it into the engine, designs it out, or like designs it in the engine so that way it like functions properly. The designer then rearranges it into like what it's supposed to be. And then the visual appearance of something is the art team's the side. You know, how does it look? Why does it look like that? You know, drawing it out, modeling it, doing all that kind of stuff. That's all art side, you know. Well, and some people cross between the 3 parts of a game, you know. Sometimes there are designers who are also programmers. Level designers are like that. Level designers do a lot of programming and design work at the same time. Nobody wears one hat in game development until you get really, like, you get AAA, then you start wearing one hat. Like, I'm just a level designer. I just rearrange the parts of this level. I just put the levels together. I just, you know, I only design enemies and I pass them off to somebody and that person makes them. Like, and even then, some AAA companies, that's not the case at all. Like, the lead character designer's an artist. He also models them in addition to, you know, designing how they look and how they function, stuff like that. But D&D is 100% design. The art and the programming are already taken care of. That's what the rule book is. And your job is just to design the game. Just decide how, where, and why all the things happen. And that's great. I like that. And as a design student from DePaul, I think we ignored tabletop games a little too much because programming is such an important aspect. So we focused a lot on digital games, at least in my, you know, sophomore and forward years. But, you know, pen and paper games are the kind of thing where as you learn them, it's better and better to have them. So here's an interesting thing. Killzone, you take a reaction shot against any enemy that moves and attacks within a cone of fire. And face off, you fire once at every visible enemy with your pistol. That's interesting. Killzone seems really good because you can like just set up like an area of denial essentially, and you just shoot everything that comes into there. Face off, I think face off would be better if I was going with the pistol route. Yeah, because like, I mean, face off would be good regardless because the pistol's not bad actually. It does pretty okay damage. We're gonna go with Killzone though, because I think Killzone seems more about like more up the alley of what I'm having Antonio be. I think that's good. Scanning protocol. The Gremlin can trigger an instant scan of an area, increasing the specialist's sight radius substantially for 1 turn, and revealing any hidden or disguised enemies in view. Or field medic. Equipped medkits have 2 charges. Let's do that one. That's Rob's gonna be a medic. He's like my specialty medic. I have Haywire protocol because I think revival protocol is terrible. nowadays, like in this XCOM, I haven't had anybody. I've never had somebody bleed out. So like, what's the point of having? What's the point of having the ability to revive people if I've literally never had it come up, ever? Like, I don't know. For me, that's the sort of thing that, like, that's bad. Like, and it's not the game's fault. I just don't get it. I want to get this exosuit because I feel like this is the only odd thing out of all of these. I do want to get plasma grenades, obviously, but I want to get the exosuit more than I want to get anything else. We need some trooper corpses. So let's go ahead and we'll scan. We'll try to make contact with Western Europe again. Oh, that's fine. You guys can stay there. I do need the alien alloy and I want it, but it's not as important as making contact with Western Europe and then obviously making contact with this zone because we need to attack this base. I'm not saying, like, it's becoming dire that we get this done because we can't afford to have too many more blips of the Avatar project go down. It's getting too close. Yeah, this is bad. It's all going. Yeah, let's go to Eastern Europe and make contact with these guys as well. I can't make contact with them because I don't have enough intel. Shit. Okay. Go gain intel. I don't like scanning at the radio tower, but actually, you know what? Let's build a radio tower here. Can I not? Oh, I need more supplies. Okay. That's bad. We're really coming up against it on the supplies here. The supplies are really hampering us a lot. Plasma rifle and powered armor seems good. An Illyrium conduit greatly increases the power relay's output. Seems good. Powered armor. Having found various means of integrating the alien material within designs better suited to our own troops, I think it may be possible to assemble armor made entirely from recovered alien alloys and powered by an Illyrium cell. It should be incredibly strong and able to withstand even direct hits from most alien weapons. Ooh. Let's upgrade our weapons. I think that'll be good. And then we just need to get intel, I guess. Like, that's sort of our shtick right now. But we'll be doing this retaliation mission on the next episode, apparently. We're getting really close. The Avatar project's not... It's not in our favor to be having the Avatar project be as close to finished as it is right now. I think on that note, we're going to call it quits for this episode. So thank you all for watching. If you like what you saw, let me know. If you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to keep up to date on when I post more videos. And if you really like what you saw, leave a like. It helps the channel grow, it helps me out a great deal. And of course, with that, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!